are back. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So, alright, well, I'm going to get this thing started.
Channel switched.
Alright, so are we about ready to go, guys?
Yep.
And gals?
Yep.
Alright. So, you guys can see on the map here, this is the in-game map of Elwynn Forest. And you guys are starting in Northshire. And you are just now leaving Stormwind. You're all new recruits for the Stormwind army, and you have been sent to Northshire to do some of your combat training before your company is sent to the Black Rock Mountains. Most of your army has been already sent to the mountains because of the Alliance's planning an offensive within Black Rock Mountains. They are planning to take on the two evil entities, Nefarian and Ragnaros. So most of your company has already been trained. However, the part of your company that you're in has not been trained yet. So that's why you guys are on your way to Northshire Abbey, basically. Now, as you leave, the commander, tells you that you need to speak to a Deputy Wilhelm. He will greet you as you enter the Abbey. So, you guys can go ahead and do a little bit of RP or whatnot before we head to the Abbey.
Do we need to worry about getting ganked?
You need to worry about those wolves in Elwynn Forest because once all those chickens die, they start going after real characters.
Oh, geez.
Right.
And especially with you guys being level 1 in a level 5 zone, that's not going to be good.
Yeah, but the chickens, they keep spawning.
We hope they do.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So you guys doing anything before you head out? Or are you
No,
just
we have no
just
gear
heading
or no money, right?
You don't have a lot of gear per se because you're going to be actually staying in the Abbey itself. So that's basically where all your company supplies has been already, and equipment and everything has already been stowed. So
Right.
you guys just finished up a lot of book training within Stormwind. Learning languages and and all that other good stuff.
The
Tactics.
first thing I want to do is to adjust my bar and run around and talk to everyone with a exclamation mark on their head.
Nice.
And sell off any junk that I have, and then I'm ready.
A lot of your gray vendor items that you got.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys take it's about a 15-20 minute drive. Yeah, you just drive on over on the Wyvern. So actually,
Hey,
there's no flight
Steam
path.
power.
Yeah, but there's
Steam or magic power.
Yeah, but you're level 1. You don't have the engineering skill yet to use either the rocket mount or unless you refer to friend. I mean, if you refer to friend, then you got the double-seater rocket mount. But I don't think any of you guys have referred to friend yet in this game, so you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is a new account.
This is
It's a new account.
Oh my god, this is so good, man. Alright, so you guys actually make it to Northshire. You get inside the the little nook there in the mountains, and you meet a Marshal McBride. Now I have a handout for you. Alright, so this is what the Abbey looks like in Northshire. And you can see that there's a person standing right outside with a huge yellow exclamation point over their head. That is Deputy Wilhelm. I'm sorry, that's Marshal McBride, my bad. And he greets you as you come up, and he says, "For the Alliance, adventurers, are you the recruits from Stormwind?"
Yes.
We are.
Well met. I'm a cat.
I'll be right back, pizza.
Yeah, we'll give Vay just a second.
Is she RPing that pizza, or is that real?
Real.
I don't know.
That'd be hilarious if it was.
I've since polymorphed into regular human or night elf form, and am jumping around doing backflips while you all look jealous.
Right, but you got to jump about 20 times as a night elf before you actually get the spin jump. You know, you did the flip jump. So, Leet Gamer, thank you for the
Druids
the
have
follow.
to work out. Stay nimble, man.
Leet Gamer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So we're just waiting for Vay to get back because I want her to be here for this. So, you know, we are going to have
So while we're waiting for Vay,
have some fun time.
Dave, I'm actually
Sure.
I'm actually going to be starting a Pathfinder group of my own with a group of friends, and I'm gonna be making maps.
That sounds fun. Sounds
Yeah, it
time
is.
consuming.
Especially since I can't find them online. I gotta create them from scratch.
Oh man.
One of the maps has 27 rooms.
Jeez.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
So as a question,
Sure.
in my character sheet, I don't necessarily see any of my ability to change into other animals. Do I have any of those yet, or does that come with later level?
Not yet. No, not yet. You can't do anything like that yet, unfortunately.
Okay, I just knew they'd adjusted it in like a recent patch in WoW, and I wasn't sure if that transferred over.
So, Bob, can you talk to animals or no?
He could say meep, and they couldn't respond.
And here's actually this is Deputy Wilhelm actually right here, as I give you the handout. You can see that you know your little quest box does pop up. And Vay, are you back yet? I think she's probably gobbling pizza down now.
The entire pie in one shot? Damn.
You don't know they.
Yeah, she's pretty vicious, dude.
Jared, the jumping druid, can speak with animals.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back. So, as you can see on the handout in front of you, Vay, there is Deputy Wilhelm. He has greeted everyone, and he asks you if you are the new recruits. Ah, you must be the new recruits, he says.
We are.
He kind of looks over everyone, then he really looks at the gnome. He says, "Ah, you're a stout-looking bunch." And he is looking down on the gnome as he's kind of looking around to see the gnome. This is we have someone expecting you.
I correct him that we were not just the recruits, we are the preferred recruits.
Ooh. Ah, yes. So you are the ones that Marshal McBride. He is definitely expecting you, and he is within the abbey behind me. And then he kind of turns around and takes his hand and points to the abbey. And you can see that
That's right,
there's
NPCs can't move.
exactly. He's pivoting. As you move, he follows you. So you notice that there's quite a bit of action going on here. You don't notice a lot of soldiers or anything. There's not a lot of action in that regards. There's a lot of training dummies up against the abbey and on actually several different walls, but there's just really no action going on. But there's several civilian or peasant workers that are moving some crates and looks like some boxes of pikes, and it seems like they're just kind of preparing for something. And there's horses being tended to, but he ushers you to the abbey and he says that Marshal McBride is expecting you.
Indeed, he is.
Indeed,
We
he
shan't
is.
keep him waiting.
And then he salutes you and puts his fist up to his chest and he says, "For the Alliance."
You may salute.
And I put my warhammer against my chest and say, "For the Alliance."
That's what the guards say to you when you click on them. For the Alliance. Or I think they also say "Glory to the Alliance" as well. And then, of course, the horse is for the horde.
Alright, so I'm gonna click accept and go find the captain.
Okay, sounds like a good thing to me. So, you get into the abbey, into the Northshire Abbey, and also Deputy Wilhelm, he does tell you that your things have been transferred here from Storwind, from the barracks, and you will be up on the second floor of the abbey. So that is where you'll be, staying during your training here in the abbey. So you get inside. I have another handout for you. Yet we're 5 minutes into the game, and I've already got 3 handouts for you already. Pretty sweet. So here you go. Here is your next handout. And it's actually Marshal McBride, and he has a yellow question mark over his head.
He needs something.
Marshal McBride, what is it you need?
Who's playing a
Did you
juice harp
screenshot
in the
all these from the
background?
game?
Is somebody playing a juice harp? I hear a boing like the entire time somebody's talking. Sounds like a juice harp. Man, it makes me want to play my juice harp that I got. The screenshots, no comment, Vay. That means that I would have had to open my account to do that, and I can't divulge that type of information.
Oh.
Oh, no, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
No problem. So, all right. So as you get in there, Marshal McBride, he does greet you. He does stand at attention. He salutes you, and he says, you are the new recruits." He says, "I hope that Deputy Wilhelm has treated you kindly so far and showed you around the place a little."
He showed us to your quarters, sir.
"You guys are the finest recruits of the new company that is fixing to infiltrate the Black Rock Mountains."
What was that?
We're just trying to fatten you up.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, so he tells you that there's been some kind of problem, and he is looking over everyone. He goes, my guards are off helping in Darkshire, Lakeshire, and Westfall. So you get right to work with me. And then he kind of looks around and he says, "Are you ready for your first assignment, my friends?"
Sure, yes,
And he says,
sir.
Good. You guys are so
Certainly
eager.
we are.
You guys are so eager. He goes, "I hope so, because you are going to have fun in the mines."
Oh, joy, nice dark place for a rogue like me.
He goes, "I can't do this by my damn self. All my troops are out. I have to have somebody to come in." So he tells you that the last several nights, supplies have been going missing, and we have tracked kobolds back to the old abandoned Echo Ridge mines. And he says, "I need you to exterminate the whole bunch of these damn rodents." We chased the old tribe out that was there before, and it was led by a kobold named Gug Fats. So I think, he goes on to tell you, he goes, "I think Gugs is back, and Gugs just hasn't learned his lesson. So old Gugs needs to be taken care of, and I need you to go in there, take care of Gugs, the other vermin, and I need you to get our supplies back."
My lord, we shall return with your candles.
I didn't say anything about candles. That's in Goldshire. That's not here.
And always ends up back to kobolds.
Kobolds are always level 1. Kobolds and goblins, man. Alright, so he tells you that you need to check with Janice Hammer's knuckle, which is right outside. What? It is!
I can't wait.
Janice Hammerknuckle is actually one of the vendors that's out in Northshire. I think he's the weapon vendor. He says, you need to go check in with Janice Hammerknuckle, and he'll get you all set up with your equipment that you're going to need. He also stands at attention with his sword up in front of his face, and he says, "Glory to the Alliance."
And I say, yeah, okay, let's keep moving.
Tally ho.
Seems like we're getting
candles.
pushed along here.
Accept.
Hey, Northshire is pretty straightforward, man. There's like 2 or 3 quests there. That's it.
They're like, haha, yes, come on, go to Playgirl.
So do you guys want to look around Northshire? It's a beautiful place. Lots of wolves. Lots of small wolves. I mean, there's not a ton.
I don't feel like killing any pups.
I want to polymorph some wolves and share them and make a new coat.
Jeez.
New quest, make the coat.
Old Janice Hammernukle. You guys get to Janice Hammernukle then. You like that name, huh? Runs.
I love it.
See, you're thinking
I think
Hammernukle in the perverted way, though.
Well, I think I know their cousin, Sam Moose Knuckle, so they may be related. I'm not sure.
He's the orc version, though.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. So he's getting you fitted with your leather armor, your robes, your swords, your weapons, and a female walks up to the party, and Janice says, "Oh, hey there, Amelie Osworth. How's it going today?" And she goes, "Oh, not good. These damn wolves are in my pumpkin patch, and they're just destroying everything all to hell. But that's okay. I've run them off for now. But I did find something pretty interesting in my pumpkin patch this morning." And she hands it over to one of you guys. To anyone the first person that accepts it.
I'll take it.
Okay. Well, you open up this. It's sort of like a piece of parchment. You hold it up to the sky, and there's really nothing on it except for at the bottom, you can see a big letter, and the letter is H. And that's all you see on it.
Oh boy.
So you have this blank piece of parchment with the letter H on it. And then she says, "Oh, thank you so much. I thought that maybe this could help you out, and if you ever need a pumpkin, please feel free to stop by and welcome to the abbey." And she kind of just mills off, and she's, sweeping along the way because she does help take care of this place.
I yell at her. One last thing. Where did you find this?
It was in my pumpkin patch. And she's kind of, looking down at you. Because you are a pretty stout little gnome.
Alright, that'll be nice. So it's in a pumpkin, under a pumpkin, out in the field?
It was just in the pumpkin patch. It was just laying
Just
there.
lying on the ground?
And it wasn't there yesterday because I tend to my pumpkin patch every day. 3 times a day.
Mm.
We just ran those damn Defias bandits off just last month. So it could have been from them. I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to give me a, let's see, give me a perception check, I think there's a perception check.
No, probably a spot.
It would be
or...
I would say spot. Yeah, give me a spot check.
Alright.
Damn 3.5 Pathfinder stuff.
Careful.
Easy. Watch your mouth. So you do a 1d20 plus your spot there, Runs.
Crit spot.
Whoa, nice.
I got an 8.
I can see into the future.
Yes, you can.
But can you go back to the future?
Whoa, with the runs as well. So both they and the runs, you guys kind of look over this black parchment, this blank parchment, and you notice that in your training, you remember that there's a local Knoll tribe here that has once established a strong foothold within the Olin Forest, and you think you may know what that H means. Hogger.
Well, at least my character knows now.
Yes. You guys know who Hogger is? You guys don't remember Hogger raids at level 1? Oh my goodness. But yeah, you guys, nice rolls in the 20 and the 19. So, but that's what, there's the sort of like a seal with the H on it. and you're able to determine, with your spot search, that it does represent the seal of Hogger. There's no other
what's that
text
group,
written
though?
on it, though.
Just the H.
Just the H. Now, you hold it up to the light. There's nothing on it. But it does seem a little faded, so, it's like what Millie was saying. It's probably been sitting out there for a couple months, and she probably just missed it. So, but there is no writing on it or anything like that. No symbols, nothing. Just the actual ink stamp that's actually lasted this long.
Right, I'll go tell the rest of the group that this is Hogger's signature.
So where to next?
Well, you've got your orders, right?
Yep, let's head to the mines.
Didn't Marshal McBride give you guys your orders?
We're gonna go see Hog Knuckle or something.
Hog Knuckle. You guys are crazy.
Knuckle.
We shall avenge your pumpkins later, dear. For now, we must tend to the kobolds.
Gobbles. Alright, so you guys get over to the mine. And when you get to the edge, I think they're the Echo Ridge mine. This is actually a mine that has actually been used for storage for the Abbey, because there's really not a lot of storage going on, especially with the influx of new recruits to the Stormwind Army and to the Stormwind Guard. There's a lot more training going on now, because there is definitely evil on the horizon that is coming up. The Alliance and the Horde are actually talking about coming together to try to take care of Ragnaros and to also take care of Nefarian. But that's stuff that you guys learned in your schooling within Stormwind. However, at this present point, the Alliance can't really trust the Horde. So you're trying to, the Alliance is stocking up as much as they can. So this Echo Ridge mine, this old abandoned copper mine, is a perfect place to store a lot of goods for the Stormwind Guard and Army. So, but when the army actually started going to Blackrock Mountain, the Echo Ridge mine has been emptied out now, and it seems like that old Gug has made his way back into the mine after being chased off once. So, that's why Marshal McBride was wanting you to go in there and take care of that pesky kobold infiltration, those kobold vermin.
They'll be dead.
User disconnected from your channel.
Let's kill.
Wow. Wow. I just got an email that the World of Warcraft official
User joined your channel.
Reddit page favorited the tweet. That is so crazy. Nice.
Very nice.
Alright, so there's all kinds of Hogger hype and everything going on in channel. I like that. So you guys get to the mines. Alright. You have to take care of a couple wolves. They do aggro on you. They have their red name bars over them, so that does mean that they are aggro. You're able to kill them pretty easily. You don't have any problems like that. So you get to the beginning of the mine, and you can actually tell that at the entrance of the mine, you can see that there's been quite a bit of activity, and you can actually see that there are these little vermin footprints everywhere around outside, and you can see them trailing to the east of the cave, to the west of the cave, going inside of the cave, and it looks like there's also tracks kind of going back towards Northshire itself. So, Marshal McBride was right to assume that, you guys are able to determine that, sure, the supplies are probably in here, because you can also see that there's drag marks, pretty deep gouges into the earth.
So it's going in and out of the cave.
Yes. Yep. You're not able to. You think that by following the patterns of the way that the dirt and everything is moved and shifted, it's probably going in mainly. But like I was saying, the tracks are going everywhere. They're going north, south, east, and west, along the ridge to the north, the south, looks like tracks are going back towards Northshire into the cave itself. So yeah. So I guess you guys are Any questions or anything?
Are there any people in here, or is it just us?
You four are the only ones. McBride has no troops. Marshal McBride. It's like Marshal McBride told you when he first greeted you inside the abbey. He told you that his platoon is in other areas. They're in Lakeshire. They're in Darkshire. They're in Westfall. He's got troops there in actually helping Goldshire. There's a huge Defias bandit led by Van Cleef. There's a huge influx of Defiance cult members. So, there's been contingencies having to take care of that in Westfall. There's all kinds of problems happening in Lakeshire with other, rivalry Knowlish clans and Red Ridge in the Red Ridge Mountains in Lakeshire. So there's all kinds of troops being dispatched all over the areas. So that's why the Stormwind Guard, the Stormwind Army, is doing this massive influx of training and just basically taking everyone from the surrounding towns that are of age to fight, is because there is massive battles coming up on the horizons. Definitely going to be happening. The shit is going to be hitting the fan, guys.
I think it already has.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? You guys are here at the entrance to the cave. You guys are here at the entrance of the mine, the Echo Ridge mine.
Let me do a quick roll call. Who is our fighter?
Hope you guys are
That would
enjoying
be
it so far.
Garn.
Garn? Okay. I can only see my character sheet. I think that might be intentional, but...
Hi, Jared the Druid. Try to heal you. Not at this moment, but when you get hurt.
I'm Grobek the Rogue.
Okay, alright.
And Vey is Vey.
Yeah, I'm the gnome mage.
Vixen, right?
Vixen.
Vixen.
Yep.
Vixen would. I should put 2 X's in there.
You should. That would
Just
be like
to make it
stripper.
not. No, to try to make it not look like a stripper. I mean,
Well, I'll strip for you if you want to see.
No, easy. Now
Wait,
Vixen.
we need you fighting.
Vixen has 1 X. Like stripper kind of Vixen has 1 X. I would think Vixen with 2 X's would be more kind of gnomish, don't you? I mean, I would think so.
You can put 3 X's in there if you want.
Easy. Now
I'm
see
just
that?
Sorry.
I'm playing a male character. Keep that in mind.
No, you're playing a female character. I told you that
Oh,
Vixen
is it?
was. Yeah, you're a female gnome. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So change the gender.
Yep. You definitely had a gender bender there before we got started.
The fickle, how fickle fate can be, right, Dave?
Yeah, pretty. All right, so let me change this real quick for Vixen to kind of make it official.
Sorry, dude. Sometimes I forget we're on stream.
I figured they would like that. I think she'd like that avatar for her. Oh, you can't even see the goddamn thing.
Yeah, no one can see the other things, right?
Oh, here you go, Vey. Can you see that? You can't even see that one. What is going on? There you go, Vey.
I can see it
You can see that one
on
now?
the character sheet. Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I
May I ask
see it.
a
I like
question
it.
for clarification?
Sure.
With my summoned nature's ally, it says duration is 1 round/level. Does that mean when I summon it, it only lasts for 1 round or level?
If that's what it says, that's what it does.
Okay, I was curious.